Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bangers, Bops, and Banter. This is episode 22 now.
Jesus.
We got a lot. We got a lot of them now. I'm one of your hosts, Joe. I'm here with my co-host, Brendan.
I'm the co-host, Brendan.
Dan.
I'm Mike, some asshole they went to high school with. Hello.
Yes, Mike is our guest this week. Bangers, Bops, and Banter. And we got a cool episode coming up. We're gonna go over some music and movie news. This is a pretty solid amount this week.
Daddy.
Afterwards, we're gonna be talking about the album "Bark Your Head Off, Dog" by Hop Along, their 2018 album. And after that, we're gonna be talking about Evil Dead 2. It's the second one. Numero dos. Yeah.
You're really good at counting. Good job.
What?
Keep it up.
I am?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Damn.
Technically, it is up for debate, though, whether Evil Dead 1 is actually considered canon to the Evil Dead franchise or not, so...
Well, yeah, because, like,
There's
isn't
that.
Evil Dead 2... From what I heard about Evil Dead 2, it was like, don't watch Evil Dead 1 first, because if you do, a lot of people who do are very confused. Because Evil Dead 2 sort of recreates the first one in, like, the first 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, Evil Dead 2 basically has an abridged version of Evil Dead 1 in the first 15 minutes of it. Instead of Ash being in a cabin with 5 people, or 4 other people, he's in a cabin with his girlfriend, and then the movie just...
It goes, man.
along.
Oh,
man. Oh, man, and what a fucking sequel hook.
Yeah.
Oh. We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that. I'm really excited to talk about it. Let's talk about the news. First, in music news, I got a story that Mike's gonna really enjoy.
Baby.
Actually, maybe. I'm not sure. Gorillaz announced a new Apple Music radio show. The reason I said I'm not sure is Apple Music. And I know you don't have Apple Music.
I don't have Apple Music because I don't like Apple, but also, like...
What's the point?
Every once in a while, the Gorillaz puts out, like, fucking playlists made by the characters, quote-unquote, that have, like... They're always real fucking good, and this is basically that, but on Apple.
Okay.
So...
That's pretty cool. Nice.
Yeah, I'd fuck with it.
Next... In music news, Ennio Morricone, his people, I should say, a label or his estate, or I don't know who's actually putting it out. They're releasing an album with several unreleased songs from him. When is it coming out? I don't remember when it's coming out.
Well, you know that Tame Impala song, Eventually?
Soon. Yeah, eventually. Basically,
Yeah.
It's a new November 6th. There we go. It's a 27-song compilation album, but it includes 7 songs that were previously unreleased, that were recorded in the 60s and 70s, which is pretty cool. Wow.
Wow.
Next, we got legal stuff. UK lawmakers launch inquiry into streaming royalties.
Yep, that's valid as fuck.
Basically, following pressure from the Broken Record campaign, lawmakers are going to be investigating the economic impact and long-term implications of streaming.
Shoutouts to your boy Tidal.
Let's go. Tidal, the Jay-Z streaming service.
Thank you, Mr. Z.
That is, hey, Tidal. You know, it's doing a good job of giving the artists more money. So,
yeah,
I appreciate that. It's kind of expensive. So,
yep.
To like Spotify, which for students is just $5, and you also get a ton of stuff. That deal is so good.
Yeah, it's also worth mentioning that, like, swapping over streaming services when you've built up like a library of thousands of songs is a little
Yeah, it's kind of a pain. For sure. Definitely annoying. Next in news, a promoter for the Chainsmokers has been fined $20,000 for a concert that violated COVID protocols. Yay!
Oh no! Why the fuck do people keep doing that? Like, okay, a few months ago, Smash Mouth held an in-person concert with no masks, and like a bunch of people got COVID there, and it's like, are you willing to die to see Smash Mouth, man? Come on.
It is.
They're not even like an actual one-hit wonder. Their one hit is a fucking meme.
So, well, technically, they're technically not a one-hit wonder. I think they actually have multiple hits, technically. It's just no one remembers their other hits.
Yeah, like I said.
I mean, they were still like a one-hit wonder beforehand. Like, before they came a meme, that song was still like somewhat popular. So.
Yeah.
Alright. Finally.
They were gonna be the next Beatles, dude.
Dude. They were, dude. Okay. They aren't the next Beatles. They're better than the Beatles. What are you talking about?
This is true.
Have you listened to their song? All Star. That's the song. That alone makes them better.
That's their Beatles. One song. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
All right. We have a fun story to end the music news segment. Five Finger Death Punch released a music video that seemingly takes an anti-mask stance.
God damn it!
The frontman of Five Finger Death Punch completely denies this. He released a statement that says, or I'll read the first bit of it. As much as some new quote-unquote news sites use anti-mask as a clickbait title, and I must applaud the capitalist in them, or I myself would be a hypocrite. Let's make this crystal clear. In a fictional story amongst shopping cart zombies, Tide Pod eating fat superheroes, and all the other metaphors, why would anyone think the mask scene isn't one? The scene in question is not about the masks. It's not an anti-mask message. In fact, you can go to Five Finger Death Punch right now and buy some cool ones.
Shit, dude.
I have to say,
you got me there.
As someone who watched the video, that is bullshit. That is complete bullshit. Like, holy fuck is that bullshit? It is so obviously alluding to being, like, anti-masking being, like, the truth.
I was so hoping that it would be like a Rammstein situation where, like, it looks Nazi, but that's because they're dunking on Nazi.
Yeah,
it was bad.
I was thinking like, oh, it's got to be like there's like one scene where a guy has a mask or something and he takes it off, like, and it just was an accident. But no, it's like everyone has masks and then they're liberated when they all join up together and take off their masks to fight communism. I'm not even joking. It's so funny. It's so stupid.
Hold on, like, when you say communism, do you mean like the Stalin kind or the cool Star Trek kind? Because I'm down for the cool Star Trek kind.
Well, the Stalin kind, but I don't know if they know the difference.
We here at the Bop Stop officially endorse kick-ass space communism from Star Trek.
Let's go.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
I want this on the record. I'm speaking on behalf of the show's actual hosts.
Despite not being an actual host.
Yes,
sure.
I agree. No, I agree with this. We endorse Star Trek's.
I just endorse Star Trek.
Not the modern, modern Star Trek. Yeah. Don't watch modern Star Trek stuff. No. That stuff sucks.
Next Generation, though.
Next Generation is fantastic.
That's the best one.
But the Five Finger Death Punch video is pretty fucking terrible, I have to say. I mean, it comes from a band that I don't... They're not good. They're not good, so I'm not surprised, but it's like... Oh, man. It's a really funny video to make fun of.
I will say, there isn't necessarily a correlation between being talented and being a stupid fucking asshole. Take, for example, your boy Yeezy.
That's
Holy
true.
shit.
But hey,
that man...
Have you heard of Trapped?
Now, Trapped is a band I can get behind.
Yeah, they're the most talented band ever. And also very racist.
They're
Hell yeah!
Top 10 albums.
Shadowworks. Oh man, literally, it's maybe a top 5 album of all time according to Trap's Twitter.
Fuck off.
Yeah. All right, moving on to movie news. Jeff Bridges has been diagnosed with lymphoma and is starting treatment, which is pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
This is kind of depressing because Jeff Bridges, he the dude. He's also the villain in Iron Man 1.
He is. Because he's bald.
Yeah, oh my god, that was the same person.
How do you not realize it's the same person?
Listen, I will let you know.
He's bald in Iron Man.
It's because he's bald in Iron Man and he's fat in Lebowski. You cannot be bald and fat.
He's not.
You cannot be both.
No,
how dare you?
Fat though.
Bald and fat are mutually exclusive.
I wouldn't even consider. I don't even think he's very. He's not really fat at all.
No, he's not. But I'm trying to give myself an out here.
They are very different characters, I will say. But yeah. Next, in movie news, Dubai is getting a 10-story John Wick roller coaster.
Yes! Let's go! How does that even work?
I don't know.
What do you mean, how does it work? It's a really tall roller coaster.
Lionsgate.
So, say Universal's roller coaster for, what's that green guy? The Incredulous Hunk. That makes sense, right? That's a very, bombastic action thing. The action in John Wick, while gratuitous, is
It's not roller coaster action.
Yeah, it's
make
Kung
a laser tag arena. That's John Wick.
Dude, I would play John Wick laser tag. You kidding me?
That would be cool.
Also, I'm drinking a 2-liter bottle of lemonade. I just wanted everyone to know that at home.
Thank you for telling the viewers at home.
This is refreshing, dude.
Nice. Lionsgate has announced a brand new journalized experience in the form of the John Wick open contract roller coaster. It's going to be coming to the Motion Gate theme park in Dubai. So, yeah. I don't understand why. I don't understand what the thought process behind that was, because, I love John Wick, but it's not, the biggest franchise or anything. It certainly is popular, but, it's not on the same level as, a Marvel character. You know?
Maybe Dubai
you have to keep in mind, though, when the fucking Hulk coaster was, first made, the MCU did not exist, Marvel heroes, aside from Spider-Man, Hulk, and Wolverine, didn't really have clout.
Yeah, that's true, but their way, I feel like the Hulk had a TV show. I feel like he's just a recognizable character in general. And John Wick, I love him, but I don't know if the franchise has that much carry.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's big in Dubai, who knows?
Maybe. Anyways, next in movie news, Disney Plus adds new warnings about racist stereotypes in old movies.
Yep.
That took a while.
Overdue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because Warner's has been doing that for a long time now.
Yeah.
And I think that's like honestly the responsible thing to do, because on the one hand, you don't want to like not show them and pretend that it never happened,
which is what Disney does.
Which is what Disney does.
Usually.
Hi, Disney. But at the same time, you don't want to just let it kind of hang there.
Mm-hmm.
So, that said, for example, Song of the South, there is no way to... Oh boy.
Oh man.
Like, some of Disney's oldest material is like... There's like racist, and then there's like Disney's old white supremacist bullshit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next story, please, Dad.
Okay. Joaquin Phoenix. You know, Joaquin Phoenix.
Ya boy?
Well, he is going to be playing Napoleon in a new Ridley Scott film called Kitbag, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's Joaquin, so like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't realize how much Joaquin works for that role. Oh, it's probably because I'm just thinking of Gladiator, and he played the villain in Gladiator.
Oh my god. Okay, so I might have just confused Joaquin Phoenix with Taika Waititi for a hot minute there.
That wouldn't make much sense at all.
Are you kidding, dude?
I would love Napoleon. That would be great.
I would love to see Taika Waititi as Napoleon. I think that's like spot on casting. Are you kidding me?
He's already played Hitler, you know.
Exactly.
I don't know how well that would work for a Ridley Scott film.
I don't know. Maybe he's doing a comedy. You never know.
Has Ridley Scott done comedies before?
That is an excellent question.
I feel like most Ridley Scott films are either period pieces or sci-fi films. So
why can't it be a sci-fi period piece? Why can't it depict actual events happening 300 years from now, Joe?
That would be cool. And I imagine if it's Blade Runner, but it just got the date wrong, you know.
Honestly, Blade Runner is one of the things that I don't want to be real. Please and thank you.
That's fair.
Yes, and
no, that's it. That's all I wanted to
cool.
say.
All right, and finally, on movie news, Netflix has released a trailer for the film Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which stars Chadwick Boseman, and I think what is his final role. So,
what is this movie about? What?
It is about a group of musicians as they work through a Chicago recording session in 1927.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's hoping it's a good send-off, then.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was the news.
Wow.
Good
wow.
News.
Well, that means we're going to talk about the album.
Before we start,
Bark
Joe,
your head up.
I just want to congratulate you on staying way more on topic this week. Good job.
You're welcome. Hey, Mike, do you know there's this really funny joke in Madagascar 2 that I need to explain really quick.
Okay.
So basically, at one point in Madagascar 2, the penguins of Madagascar are trying to land a plane, okay? And so Rico is flying it. Skipper, he's like guiding him down. He's like, just kiss the ground, you know, a little peck, you know? And he goes, like you're kissing your sister, and the plane slams into the ground as hard as possible. It's amazing. It's a great joke. The penguins are the only good part of that movie. So
they're the only good part of that series. And
So,
okay, fun fact:
Madagascar 3, really good, really fun.
Is it actually? I didn't bother watching it.
I'd actually recommend. It's way better than the previous two, like surprisingly better,
despite the circus.
Yeah, well, it's Madagascar 3.
Circus.
That part isn't that great, but like it has like a really good villain, like a really funny, entertaining villain, and also it is insanely colorful, which is really refreshing from the previous two movies, which was
especially 2.
Yeah, 2 is just like yellow, basically,
and brown.
Yeah,
and then red for the lava scene.
Oh man, whoa! We got 3 colors in our movie.
Yeah. But no, what I was gonna say, so Skipper, unlike the other penguins, is not voiced by a celebrity. Skipper is voiced by the director of the Madagascar films. And I know he at least wrote the first one. I don't know how involved he was with this other 2, but that's actually because the person that they had cast to play Skipper, who I do not remember for the life of me, died a week before production began.
Oh, damn.
And they were like, well, shit.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah. I mean, we got a good Skipper out of it, though, so that's kind of nice.
He is a good skipper, I must say.
He is a good skipper. So do we listen to an album or something?
Oh, did we? I don't know.
Did we?
Yeah, hopefully.
I didn't. I spent all week watching the Madagascar movies.
Oh, thank you.
No.
Now we're gonna do an episode that is just about the MCU. So
we will.
Madagascar's my favorite MCU movie.
Yes,
The Madagascar Cinematic Universe, man.
Yeah, it's small, but it's got a lot of great films.
Are either of the TV series canon?
Yes, they are. Both of them are canon, I'm pretty sure. I don't know actually how canon they are, but I need them to be canon because Mort has to be a god. He just has to be.
Okay. That's fair. But no, fucking Bark Your Head Off Dog by Hop Along is an album that we listened to with our ears, allegedly.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I listened to it with my nose.
Joe? We talked about this.
Oh, I know, I just get it wrong so much.
Anyways, we're gonna move on from our bad jokes.
Do you want to introduce the album, Mike?
It's your pick after all.
Yeah, sure. So, Bark Your Head Off Dog is a 2018 album by the band Hop Along that's real heckin' good, and I like it a lot. And I'm like, hey, Brendan, do you want to do an episode on Bark Your Head Off Dog by Hop Along? And he's like, yeah, okay. You want to come on for that? I'm like, yeah, okay. And so I did. And hello.
Very good.
What a story. Oh my god. This is incredible.
Right. Dude, it's been a long week. You have no idea.
Damn.
Alright. But no, so I'm totally not Googling the vocalist of Hop Along, whose name I always goddamn forget, even though I love her.
Frances Quinlan.
Frances Quinlan?
Yeah.
Quinlan?
Whose name I didn't forget. Basically, okay, the thing that stands out most about this album, like, the production's really good, the guitar is great, but just Frances Quinlan's vocals, just as a vocalist, she is goddamn spectacular, right? She can change the timbre of her voice just on a dime, which leads to just some really interesting texture and like really interesting, fantastic, like, emotive quality, especially on what I think the highlight of the album is the final track, Prior Things, which is just goddamn spectacular. The way that her voice is both like light and airy on that track, and yet she's at the same time just belting her goddamn heart out. It's incredible. It's like stadium indie folk.
I don't think I would use that descriptor, but
sure. Neither would I. Now that I've said it out loud.
Stadium.
Don't you like stadium indie folk? Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm riffing.
Okay. You mentioned her ability as a vocalist and to be able to sing the way she does, which is her singing is quite good throughout the record. It's very, very consistently good. I also want to shout out her writing here. A couple of these tracks are, I think, the lyrics are very well written. For me, highlights are the Fox Emotion and what the writer meant. Some very poetic tracks, in my opinion, which...
Also Not Able has some really interesting lyrics as well.
Yeah, it's part of what I love about this record. I know Joe and I listened to it back when it came out in 2018. I know I quite enjoyed it. I think Joe was a bit more lukewarm, but I do still very much enjoy this record. It hasn't like aged poorly or anything like that. I mean, it's only been 2 years, but still got a lot of fun energy to it.
I'm sorry, I can't get over it. Brendan, I'm sorry, you look like Fantano, but with an afro. Like, I can't get over that.
Please describe to the audience at home what the fuck Brendan is dressed like.
Oh,
Dan.
I have a large afro and a lot of hair, like John Lennon glasses and a Hawaiian shirt. So, really just vibing here.
He's vibing.
He's vibing.
I got the RGB lighting,
and he has this like slightly like just the stupid fucking grin on his face the entire time. Like, it does not change no matter what Joe and I say. He's just like, he's living his best life, and we are here for that.
Oh
yeah.
Anyway,
but yeah, I absolutely love Francis Quinlan's vocals. They have just so much personality and pizzazz to them. They're very... I don't know if pizzazz is the right word.
I don't think I've ever used...
No, it is always the right word.
That is a great word. I don't think I've ever heard it uttered from your mouth.
God, you know that Francis Quinlan, you know what she's got, fellas?
Pizzazz.
She's got pizzazz.
She has a lot of charisma to her vocals. They're very interesting. I don't know if I've heard someone use their voice like her before. It's very like she has a very melodic voice, but also she's able to do that. Like, there's a heavy emphasis on rhythm with the vocals too. I think works very well with these songs, for sure.
Yeah, and like she is literally able to incorporate like her actually just running out of breath, belting out these long, rich phrases like into just part of the song. Like, her getting winded is part of the timbre of her voice, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to describe, but the whole thing is just bloody fascinating.
It might just turn British for a second.
I knew the second I said bloody that, because I've been saying goddamn a lot, and I didn't feel like doing that right now. So, speaking of which, while it's not like as like overtly like, hey fellas, have you heard about my friend Jesus, as say Half Alive is, there's definitely some kind of religious imagery at play in this album. Most obviously with Not Able. Which seems to it seems to almost be using, the story of Cain and Abel, as like just an allegory for estranged siblings in general.
Mm.
That makes sense. Like it's using the story to tell another story. Like her,
Yeah.
It's clever writing. I don't have words. Someone help! I need an adult.
Brendan.
Brendan.
This.
No, we just have. Okay. I thoroughly enjoy the production on the record, the instrumentation.
Mhm.
You can definitely. I would understand if somebody's criticism of this record was that the instrumentation was sort of kind of generic indie folk. Although I do think there are times where it does stand out and is quite ear grabbing. Like I said earlier, the Fox Emotion. The Fox Emotion is easily my favorite track off of this album, just because the instrumentation pairs so well with Francis Quinlan's vocals, and Fox Emotion was like one of my favorite tracks of 2018 in general. But
Yeah.
There's a lot of like fun energy. It's not as like lush production as like I guess like a Fleet Foxes record where they bring in a ton of different instruments and have these really.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's trying to be
No,
lush,
but
though,
I'm just as like an indie folk comparison, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It's not, like I said, it's not like, I don't think it's really outstanding at any point, but I think it works a lot of the time.
No, I think that the guitar on I believe it was Somewhere a Judge is, again, while it's like not super attention grabbing, most of the attention is rightfully directed to France's vocals. The guitar on that track is quite spectacular. In part just due to the kind of effect on the guitar in general, but just kind of the crazy arpeggiation going on to brain fart, damn it.
You got
Guitar sound good.
Guitar sound good?
Guitar,
I like that.
big good sound.
Good.
Wow.
Guitar sound good. I like guitar on track 2.
I do.
Track 2
Yes.
guitar, good guitar.
I will
Yum
say
yum.
that this is like my main problem with the album is I think that the instrumentation is often too sparse, and I wish there was more done to make the instrumentation feel richer, or there's sometimes this layering of instrumentation that happens that I think works incredibly well, but I think it's not used enough on this album. Like on like the Fox in Motion, you have like these kind of like echoey instruments played throughout, and that helps give the track a lot more like depth to it, I guess. I think that for me, that's like my biggest problem. It's just there's times where I feel like the instrumentation needs to do more to help complement Francis's vocals on this album.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, I really don't think that you want, on the other hand, to go like for a full like wall of sound
Yeah, I get that.
effect here either. Like, there's a very, very fine line between having the vocals be the instrumentation be too sparse to just leave Quinlan's vocals hanging, and being too full and distracting from Quinlan, who, again, her voice is kind of front and center on this and kind of any Hop Along album. And I honestly think it does a really good job balancing the two. Like, the instrumentals are not usually something I would, for this track, aren't really something I would listen to on their own per se, but their function is really just to elevate Quinlan's vocals, and I think they do an excellent job of that.
I can definitely see where you're coming from. I guess for me, I'm more of an instrumentation guy. And that aspect of it, I do think, is neglected a bit in favor of the vocals, which I still think the vocals are fantastic, but I wish there was more behind them, basically.
Yeah, I understand where Joe's coming from. That's pretty much my criticism with like a couple tracks here. So my least favorite track is "How You Got Your Limp," which is just kind of there's not like a ton going on, and it's not that engaging.
That's valid.
But yeah, there's some tracks where they get it right and they do it very well, and I'd say that is the case for most of the tracks on this album. That is why I enjoyed this album. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
What a album.
What a album.
What a album. What album? Why, it's Bark Your Head Off Dog by Hop Along.
Indeed it is.
Yes.
Cool.
So, fellas, what'd you think of this album overall?
Who's starting? He's starting.
I'll start. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Okay.
No. Fuck me.
No. Hey. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Me, I'm like I said, I enjoy this album. I think it's pretty good. I like a lot of the tracks. It's not something I like go back to often, but it's definitely a very enjoyable project. I'm an 8 out of 10 on this project.
Once again, Quinlan's vocals are both the airiness and the power simultaneously just draw you the hell in. The lyricism is clever, it's poignant. I'm gonna give this bastard an 8.5.
Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Time to be a negative Nancy.
How dare you?
Yeah, I enjoy this album. I think it's pretty decent. I wouldn't say anything on here really like blows me away, but I think Quinlan's vocals are really great and definitely make it worth checking out. I do just wish that the album had a more interesting soundscape overall for Quinlan's vocals to like bounce off of, I guess. Overall, I'm at like a 6.5. I think it's
wow.
good. Not like incredible, but it's enjoyable. This isn't really like my genre. I should mention indie's not really my thing. So,
man, you're just mad that I shed all over Big Willie style.
Oh fuck! Damn it, dude!
Like that was.
This is what you get for shitting on Big Willie style. I like this record more than Big Willie style, so I don't know.
I mean, I like having the shits more than Big Willie style.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know about that. There's not many records I'd say I'd like having the shits more than listening to.
Yeah.
Now,
like, this is like what I expected out of Joe for this. Actually, I expected lower. I expected to give it a 6. So.
Damn.
I mean,
a little bit.
Yeah. See, he's learning.
I'm learning. This is gonna happen every time Mike recommends an album. It's gonna go up 0.5 of a rating. Eventually, we'll get to a 10.
Eventually.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I'm just gonna keep it's like Pavlovian training until eventually we listen to Humans again, and Joe thinks it's a 10 out of 10.
Oh fuck! Oh god!
Clocks on the wall, to the watches on the wrist. It's the moments we.
Oh god!
So anyway, guys, how are you enjoying Spooktober, the month of spook?
It's
so
been
scary.
enjoyable.
It's been spooky.
Yeah, I guess I've been watching more horror movies, which is nice.
I've been watching more horror movies, which isn't nice.
Brendan doesn't like horror movies, so
horror is not my genre.
Oh, goddamn same, but there are a few exceptions that like. Okay, can we? I'm just gonna stop beating around the bush. Can you call Evil Dead 2 horror? Because it's not scary.
It is not scary,
it's
but
horror.
It's horror. Yeah, it takes
a lot of the
out
tropes.
elements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It follows the tropes of horror, but doesn't like it's very not serious about them.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even say
no.
it really follows the tropes that much. Like, outside of, like, the haunted cabin, it's not like it's a bunch of teenagers going to a haunted cabin. It's just, like, two
No.
people. And
Because that's the
instantly-
first Evil Dead.
Yeah, instantly, you just get into it. Like, it's not like people get picked off one by one. I mean, that sort of happens, but it's like... It happens way quicker in this film. This
Oh,
film
yeah.
has such an amazing energy to it that I love.
Oh, absolutely.
It
Absolutely.
is-
And, like, the sense of humor, too. Like,
oh yeah,
when Ash cuts off his arm, like, a third of the way, or his hand a third of the way into the movie, because it, like, come to life and was trying to kill him, and then he, like, traps it under a pot like a bug, and he puts books on top of it, and, like, the book on top of the stack is a fucking farewell to arms. Like,
I didn't even notice that.
you didn't notice that?
No,
Oh my
that's
God.
amazing.
Like, that is all this movie is, dude. It's just...
It's like, it's campy and super fun, basically. And it knows that it is. I love the camera work. It's so, like, dynamic and interesting.
Yeah.
The way that the camera moves.
Yeah. And, like, how do I put it? The camera and editing, the cinematography and editing are purposefully, like, they're designed to seem a lot more amateurish than they actually are.
Yeah.
But the goddamn sound design carries a lot of this movie.
Yeah.
Like, again, nothing's, like, scary or anything, but the reason why so many things feel threatening is because of kind of the soundscape that Raimi put together, right?
Yeah.
The weird distorted screams of goddamn everything in this movie. Like the way things creak. It's good stuff all the way down.
Yeah. Oh man. The entire sequence where Ash is trying to shoot his hand is so entertaining.
Oh my god, yeah.
The way the hand flips him off at one point is it's so funny.
It's so good. Or like just before that, when like the hand fucking just beats the shit out of Ash, knocks him out, and then notices a meat cleaver
and tries to get it.
And and it's just dragging Ash's whole body to try to get towards it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah, you go.
I love just how, like, the movie absolutely knows what it is, and it completely embraces all the tropes and all of this, and just makes, like, an insane, like, super campy, fun horror experience, basically.
Absolutely. Another great one, just... So this was 1987.
Yes.
They absolutely had access to far better special effects, right, than were actually used in the film. But instead they elect to have all of the monsters basically be done with, like, stop motion.
I will say that's probably my least favorite part, is when the stop motion comes in. There is a time where I'm fine with it, because there's, like, a dream sequence where his girlfriend comes back to life, and it's all in stop motion, and it's really weird, and then you realize it's a dream sequence. But then, like, at the very end, when you have the big, like, the grandmother zombie that turns, and it has it gets neck extenders, I guess.
Like you do.
Yeah, and that when that's all in stop motion, it, like, kind of takes me out of the film a bit. It just looks too... It's like the puppets that are there, like, you instantly feel, like, their presence within the scene, but when it's stop motion, that presence, like, goes away, basically, for me. So,
for me, it's like, it's a campy 80s movie that's pretending it's a campy 60s movie. And the effects like that just really kind of draw me into the atmosphere of it.
Yeah.
What about you, Danny boy? You've been a quiet lad with your sunglasses.
I assume Brendan did not really like this movie, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, that's the I hated this movie face.
No, I didn't hate this movie. This movie, okay, horror's not really my genre, so there's some things that I definitely really enjoyed about this movie. The entire hand sequence, I love. I think that's great. It's so funny.
It's one of the best sequences in the fucking movie.
Yeah. However, just like I don't think I've ever watched a movie that is like a higher percentage of just screaming. There's just so much screaming in this movie.
Yeah, it's so good though.
My god,
it's so funny.
Well, don't forget just the improbable geysers of blood. Goddamn,
yes.
It's just
everywhere.
screaming and blood.
It's so. I guess that's what I love is how like hyper stylized the film is.
And the blood isn't even the right color.
Yeah. Although I realized I talked about the stop motion before. I don't know. Is the car sequence at the beginning, like the bridge, is that also is that stop motion or is that just a model?
I could not tell you.
Okay, I don't know. I do want to say that the film does do a very good job of telling you what type of film you're watching immediately with the bridge. With just like this model of a bridge, it's just like, oh, it's campy. Like you instantly know it's gonna be like campy and fun.
Oh yeah.
And also, oh my god, when he gets hit by the spirit and just goes flying for like 30 seconds.
It looks so bad, and I love it.
Yes.
Or how even when the hand is dragging him, it looks really good, like in the close up. But as soon as they go for a wider shot, you can tell, oh, Bruce Campbell's just actually being pushed from behind by his shoes. Okay.
Oh man.
It adds to the experience. It doesn't really detract from it.
Yeah, I want to say that I absolutely adore Bruce Campbell's performance. It is so funny and like manic. It's like, oh man,
the range of faces that he makes throughout the movie.
Yeah, gave me like Jim Carrey vibes almost.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yo, can we get Jim Carrey in a horror movie now? Please.
Oh my god. Hell yes. I also love how the genre like changes from like horror camp to like action camp near the end as well. Basically when oh god, what's the professor's daughter's name?
Anna.
Anna? Anna. Yeah. Annie? I thought it was Annie.
Annie, maybe? Yeah. I think Annie.
It doesn't matter when Anne like helps take him to the shed and they like just attach a goddamn chainsaw to his stump arm.
Yeah.
And he uses it to like saw off the barrel of the shotgun and then starts doing like flips with it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, Ash Williams just goes from like poor sap in a horror movie to action protagonist.
Oh yeah.
And I love it so much. Oh my god.
Also, the ghoul effects on Ash are like really funny. Because it's very like overperformed. Especially when he's like banging on the door. He's just like with his whole body.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Not to mention, like, again, how to put it, the makeup for like the Ash's, I think what the zombies are called, like deadites, right? That's what they say at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ash's like deadite form. The makeup is like really, really well done, but it also looks like hilariously fake. And once again, that is absolutely what they're going for.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot to make a movie look cheaper than it was. And they pull that off.
Oh yeah, definitely. The entire look and just style of the movie is so fun, I guess. It definitely looks cheap, but like the way there's a lot of like really impressive like puppets in the film. Like all those trees and stuff. That like they do look fake, but like it feels very purposeful. And especially you have like the giant tree hand at the end and the giant demon face.
Yeah, they're
which is
fake,
really
but they're
funny.
intricate, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
No, dude. All in all, I had never seen this movie before. I'd heard great things about it, in part because, for those who don't know, I live in Michigan right now, and Sam Raimi is like one of the few directors to come out of Michigan, so everyone has a giant goddamn hard-on for him. And it was like, you gotta watch Evil Dead. You gotta watch Evil Dead, and I'm so glad I finally got around to it. Evil Dead 2 is probably my new favorite, like, Halloween-ish movie. It's spectacular.
Yeah. As far as yeah,
it's fucking stupid. Like, in terms of thematic depth, there is none.
It's just cool.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, no, this is a movie that I think it's very accurate to say it is style over substance.
Yeah.
But
and
like that's the point.
I'm a pretentious asshole, right? I'm an English major. Usually if something has nothing going on thematically, I can't stand it. Oh my god, this movie's so good.
Yeah, because I think like the complete and total embrace of that is like what makes everything work.
Yeah.
And I definitely agree. This is definitely like this is like something that during Halloween time I'd put on with friends just because I know if someone doesn't like horror movies, that's fine because this film is not scary.
No.
Basically.
Like, if anything, I just kind of want to watch the sequel now.
Yeah, Army of Darkness. I do really want to watch Army of Darkness now.
Yeah. Okay, fun fact, by the way. So, Army of Darkness, like, this isn't the actual ending. It originally was going to end on another cliffhanger. Where, like, he takes... a wizard, like, gives him a potion to get back to the future, but he takes too much of it and wakes up in just a post-apocalyptic hellscape, and he's like, shit, I overslept. And then just fucking credits. And oh my god, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, I think we've said it, but this movie does end on a cliffhanger.
Yep.
Basically, Ash goes forward or goes backward in time to like it's the Middle Ages at some point.
I believe.
Yeah. And he's just stuck there the movie ends with him like yelling no, basically.
And the best thing is they foreshadowed that.
Did they?
Yeah, no, when Anne's talking about like
the pages from
the Necronomicon and the prophesized shit, the last time this happened, it was stopped by a hero who fell from the sky.
Oh, okay. I realize. Yeah, okay.
And then at the very end, the one knight who actually talks is like, "We've been sent a hero from the sky."
Oh, okay, I see. That's pretty great. I think also just like, even if this film didn't have a sequel, I would be fine with that. Mm-hmm. Because it just works as like the cheesy, stupid cliffhanger at the end of the dumb, cheesy movie.
Yeah. And, I mean, considering the sequel was made more than 5 years later, they probably weren't originally going to do a sequel.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What a movie.
What a movie. What a film.
What a film.
Yeah.
How much of a film would you say this was, Joe?
Are we gonna rate? Brendan, do you have anything else to say? I know you didn't talk much.
Not much.
No?
I don't know, like... Okay. I guess I can go with my score here. You said it was style over substance, which is very true. The problem I have is that I'm not a huge fan of the style. Like I said, there are moments that I like, but I mean, for the most part, towards the end of the movie, I just tune out because it's just like more screaming and blood. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Oh man.
It's not like a bad movie by any means. I definitely appreciate that they just like full send, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm at like a 5 out of 10 on this movie.
Wow. Damn.
Damn. For me, I think I'd give this film like a 9 out of 10. I love it. I will say there are points where it slows down a bit too much for me.
Yeah.
When all of the, or not when all of them are there, but there's like, they hear like the father's ghost or whatever from the other world, like talk to them. And that kind of area of the film, I think, slows down a bit too much. But I think this is like one of the most fun movies I've ever seen. It's ridiculously entertaining, super fun. I love it. 9 out of 10.
I'm with Joe, man. 9 out of 10. This movie was goddamn spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have anything else to say that you didn't literally just say. I think we're of the same mind on this one.
Wow.
Cool.
Wow.
Glad I could agree with y'all.
Yeah, I'm happy. We finally agree on a horror movie, Brendan.
Yeah.
Brendan, this is just your revenge for not liking for me not liking Big Willie style.
I didn't really like Big Willie style either. I mean, you hated Big Willie style, but
okay. So before we wrap up, when I was watching this movie, because for those who don't know, this is directed by Sam Raimi, who also did the original Spider-Man trilogy that the internet won't shut up about. And for anyone who's seen those movies, while not to the same hilarious extent as Evil Dead 2, dear lord, those movies are like campy as all hell. And I don't know if we talked about this on the show or just in private, but like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, those movies are pretty dang good for the most part.
Yeah.
And they're usually at their best when they deviate from the source material because the actual Marvel comics are campy as hell and kind of bad. And so Sam Raimi, I think in hindsight, was just the perfect director to choose to do the original Spider-Man trilogy because he excels in just fun camp.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man 3, I think, fell apart because it was trying to do more while retaining the camp. Brendan disagrees.
No, Spider-Man 3 is a masterpiece, or at the very least a 10.
What's the difference? What? As we all know, this film, it does something great because, you know, stupid James Franco starts being alive again at some point.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
There's this one amazing scene where James Franco is sitting at a table and the bus goes by and then he's gone because he went under the table. It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's proven that he's under the table.
Have you guys actually seen Spider-Man 3 out of curiosity?
Yeah, oh yes.
I have.
Okay, I'm just making sure. You're not just memeing.
Oh yeah,
we are just memeing.
It's
But...
not good. We are. It's not good. Bad film.
No, it's not good. And
It's
like the
really
worst thing about
much.
and the worst thing about Spider-Man 3 is I think like there are legitimate like good moments, like kind of the birth of Sandman scene. Where he's coming to and he realizes, no, I am now sand. As goofy as that sounds, it's like...
But am I still man?
Really makes you think. No, but like, as goofy as that scene is, there's something like really, really tragic to the way it's kind of handled in the film.
It's very goofy, though. Like,
it's very goofy.
Just like, it's probably a bird. It will fly away when we start the test.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
Anyways.
So basically, what I'm hearing is Joe has bad taste in music and Brendan has bad taste in movies.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
I judge taste based on how much people agree with me.
That's
how it
how you
works,
should judge it, yeah.
Because everyone knows that I, Mike Oliver, am the only true movie music boy.
Well,
Damn, he got us. He's damn fuck.
I think you have the critics on your side in both of your picks. So.
Damn.
Oh shit, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Hop Along album was generally very well received.
Yep.
And Evil Dead 2 is regarded as a classic, so.
Well, that one I knew, yeah. I mean, I knew Hop Along was well received, but like, oh man, I thought Joe was being more mainstream, you know?
Damn.
I underestimated the spiciness of your take.
Oh, fuck.
All right. And next week, tune in. We're going to have a great show. The album is going to be Lady Gaga's The Fame Monster.
Let's go! Let's go!
The double album with her first album and the EP. So.
Damn it. Well, I haven't listened to the EP, so.
Okay.
Fame Monster I love, but.
And Joe, you went from like excited to like dead inside.
Well, I don't know, because I haven't listened to the EP, so I don't know what the quality of those tracks is.
It's been a while since I've listened to any Lady Gaga, so this is gonna be interesting for me. And then the movie is gonna be Jennifer's Body. I always forget to look up the director. God damn it!
Oh.
But if you know if I've heard things about Jennifer's Body, so this is gonna be interesting.
What have you heard about her body, Brendan?
The director is Karen Kusama.
Thank you, Joe.
It will be interesting. This looks like one of the most divisive films we've reviewed.
Yeah?
So,
yeah. From what I've heard, what I've been told from people who I know who have watched Jennifer's Body is that it's so bad, it's good. It's like one of those films. But we will see, I guess.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So, should be fun. Anything you want to say before we close out?
Yeah, thank you guys for having me on for yet another train wreck. Vote or I will pee in your shoes.